Welcome back to McFall Farms. I'm Bo McFall. If this is your first time watching, we're glad you're here. If you're returning, thank you for being a part of our journey. Today I'm going to do some things a little different. If you've been following us for any amount of time, you know we believe heavily in faith, family, and farm life. And also too, for the most part, we raise Kiko goats along with some other things, horses and pigs and things of that nature. But today I'm going to show you something we started prior to starting our YouTube channel. I'm going to take you for a tour of our home conversion. We've taken a 30 by 60 metal building, moved it from an existing location, sat it back up, and then we've started to retrofit everything to it to turn it into a home. So an 1,800 square foot, as least expensive as I could find how to do at home. And we've done all this out of pocket, and it's taken a few years as we can afford to do it. So I'm going to take you on a quick tour to catch you up to where we are, and then continue to post these so you can follow our journey. If you haven't done so yet, we would encourage you to consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe icon below. Ring the notification bell for future upcoming videos. We'd love to have you on this journey. Let's get to it. About 4 years ago, we decided to try and become more debt independent. So we had bought this property here that we've kind of made our homestead about 8 years ago. And about 4 years ago, we poured the slab behind us that this metal building sits on. Already had this 30 by 60 metal building existing at our current home. And I decided the cheapest way for me to move out here and not invest a ton of money was to do it out of pocket and move the metal building, converting it into a place to live. So I'm going to take you for a quick walkthrough of that. You can see behind me the meter can. Super exciting time. We got power hooked up, our temp power, so we don't have to run generators any longer. And I'm going to take you for a quick tour of what we've got currently, get you up to speed where we're at, and hopefully you'll follow us in the future to see the final result. So this is the building itself. 30 feet by 60 feet, 12-foot eave height. This building was originally tan. I primed and painted it this barn red color, which took 3 coats of red, which was a huge undertaking in itself. We got that wrapped up and done after we moved this building from one location to another with the help of friends and anybody I could scrounge together. We reassembled this thing. Took it down, reassembled it in about a week, and then I retrofitted for the windows. I had custom made the flashing to flash the windows with, to set those in the building. And then we've got plans for a large entry with a 36-inch front door and 2 side lights. And that goes all the way down. We set it up with a view of the horse pasture. We think we're going to enjoy looking out, seeing the horses in the morning. And the goat pasture is here on the other side of the house. I was also able to purchase a septic tank. So the septic tank is installed. Still have the drain fill left to do. This is a work in progress. We're about 4 years in, and everything you see here has been paid for, which is a fantastic feeling. The back of the house, small kitchen window, the other window there, and the back door. That'll be overlooking this back area, barn, of course the goat pastures. That was the nickel tour of the outside. Now let me take you inside, give you a quick tour of, we're about 95% done with the framing. I'm going to wrap that up today, which is super exciting, and hopefully today we'll also start the electrical. So this will be coming in the back door into the laundry room, mud room. Also got the panel box installed. Hopefully start running electric today. This will be the mud room. I did 9-foot pre-cut studs. County required 2 by 10 rafters. Why, I don't know. Again, this is a metal frame building which met the wind load codes here in Florida. We'll go from the mud room into a kitchen. Kitchen window there where the sink will be. Did just a big open floor plan. Kitchen's gonna wrap all the way around there. Dining area here. Front door, great room. Sitting area, living room. Then we vaulted this ceiling coming into the front door, into the great room. So we've got a high vaulted ceiling, goes up to about 16 feet at the peak. Laminated beam, it's about 28 feet long across here. And then that's the kitchen in behind it where the ceiling drops down. And the living area here is all the great room area where the kitchen, or excuse me, the dining room and the sitting area will all be. As we'll go down a small hallway. Guest bathroom will sit in here. And we've got two similar sized bedrooms or office space. This will likely be the grandchildren's room, guest room, walk-in closet, and then another room, office space with walk-in closet. Thinking real seriously about building a set of bunk beds up against the wall for the grandkids and making the other room an office. Love to see your comments on that, maybe what your thoughts are. We'll take you right on into, we were forced to put this big 6x6 beam or post, kind of in the way in my opinion, but code required it. Walk into a little alcove going into the master bedroom. The master bedroom comes into here. A few weeks ago we finished, or I'm gonna finish today, a tray ceiling. We dropped down a tray ceiling. In the ceiling height's a little over 9 feet with the pre-cut studs. And I dropped that down almost a foot just to give some depth to the master bedroom. Master bedroom's a good size. And then it comes around into the master bath. Can navigate some of the scaffolding. Linen closet. This will be a step down walk-in shower here. Toilet closet there. And I learned from previous homes we've lived in, there's no such thing as a his and hers vanity. So this is gonna be a hers vanity makeup area, getting ready area. And I put my vanity way over here. So maybe I can have my personal space, we'll see. And this goes into a walk-in closet as well, fairly large area. So again, this has been an endeavor that we've tackled over the last few years. A large part of this I've done myself over time. Did a lot of this interior framing myself. I did have some help on the vaulted ceiling, knee wall, and setting that big beam. Had a little bit of help, some of the framing, building walls, but large majority of it I did myself. As a owner builder, I was able to permit with the county that we live in here in Florida, and there are some hurdles, there are some challenges. I've had very slow building, slower than I would hope it would be, but we're getting there, and I feel like we're over the hump now. But we'd love your input. Maybe you've done this very same thing. Maybe you're in the process of doing this. Maybe you have questions on how to do this. If you have questions like that or would like to know more or have questions for me, please feel free to leave those in the comments below. I would love to see those, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. I can only answer for what I know about in Northeast Florida, but we'd love to hear that from you. And again, hopefully this has been beneficial to you. We'd love for you to follow us on this journey to see the end result. We're super excited about where we're going. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, like and share this video. We'd love to get as many people as we can along for this journey. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.